When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome to the home of the Tulane Green Wave, Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, Louisiana. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the TCU Horned Frogs, taking on another team from the Big 12 in an intra-conference matchup, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Horned Frogs will get us started with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Tulane's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Tulane comes to the line, lots of work to do on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Creates a little space. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. He leaves it with his back. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. They'll ride the hot hand. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. It's complete to the left. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Tulane to the line, facing 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Here's the pressure. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. And the field goal unit is on the field. The kicker will reach for a 36-yard attempt. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. So the TCU Horned Frogs offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They'll run this play from the pistol. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Got enough for the first. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, TCU! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. Leaves it with the back. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play?
Turning it on! Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on second down. They'll go to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. Man, those last two plays were disasters, and now it's 3rd and 17. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Big play. Takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. He just got rid of the football. Not sure what he was doing, and they're going to get him for grounding.
Intentional grounding.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The run to the left. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. A 3rd down try for the offense. Keeps looking downfield. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. He is denied. Cannot get to the 1st down marker, and it's 4th down coming. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Horned Frogs come to the line, trying to convert on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Horned Frogs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Wants to throw it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. How about that catch and toe tap to get the 1st down? And the Horned Frogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. He's looking to throw. He's going for the goal line. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football. He'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. SMU is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Dallas, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 4 over Kansas. We'll keep you updated on things in a game that could alter the balance of power in the Sun Belt. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to fire. Here comes the Heat. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. This offense has it with really good field position. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man to the left. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete on the right side. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Let's go! They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, TCU! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the running back. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and TCU has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Using the quick game. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. It's complete. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Makes the grab. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
The Horned Frogs are in the hurry-up. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Gashing the knee on the right. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
I think the offensive coordinators over there going, thank goodness we don't play them every week. This defense has been suffocating. This offense got to find something moving forward that they can hang their hat on, some kind of identity. Today they were shut down, but listen, there's a game next week, right? Like, got to continue to find what it is that makes this team go, that makes them tick, that makes them get first downs and hopefully move the football.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. Makes the grab over the middle. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He nails it, a 58-yard field goal. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Quick handoff.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. Oh, they're after him. Finds his tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a 2nd time. Hauls it in, the 1st down and more. Breaks into the open. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And the Horned Frogs want to move quickly. Now from inside the red zone. The screen, he can go. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, TCU! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Man, he didn't just put it on his numbers. If he were throwing it at a front porch, he would have put that right in the keyhole. What a precise pass.
Right in the keyhole, right on the button, right on the face mask, whatever it was. Great throw, great timing. Nice job by the quarterback.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin them deep. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. On his feet at the 40. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Lost the defense. He's wide open. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Horned Frogs.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest of the work and gets into the end zone.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Hauls it in. Oh, he's got some space. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They're working that left side. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Gonna look downfield again. Out of the backfield, he's open. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit.
Number 10, on to punt it away.
And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Give to the running back. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. He's up to 90 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Rushes on him. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, and they've got to be aware of the clock. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Now improvising. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds. The Horned Frogs will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. The give to the back. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Splits the uprights. Good. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up. Don't you know, bump it up. You got to bump it up.
About to start here in the second half. Tulane will kick it away. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. He's going to let one go back to the middle. Makes the grab deep. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
To the air on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
The offense stays on the field. They just have inches to go on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
You know, you go for it on 4th and inches in this fringe area of the field in your opponent's territory. I'd be curious to see if on the next play now, they're going to try and take a shot and see if they can catch the defense sleeping.
A strike downfield. Touchdown, TCU! And they take it in for 6 more points. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll leave it with the lone back. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Second down, they'll go to the air. Gets it to him on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Tulane now facing third and forever. They'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. The punt team makes its way onto the field. And these guys have been busy. Sixth punt of the day. No fair catches here, looking for room. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Horned Frogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Under fire. Working that left side now.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Looking down the middle. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incomplete.
He's got it in more than enough for a first down. The Horned Frogs are on the move.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Handoff from the gun. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man on the left. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Touchdown, TCU! Special teams proving to be special. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on them. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. RPO complete to open the drive. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Quick completion on the out route. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Leach. Got a man, it's Robbins. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here comes Tulane after picking up the 1st down. Looking to throw again. Got his man quickly. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
The one thing I love about this defense, and they're showing it here in this game, is there's a variety of ways they can get after your quarterback. They can get home with 4, they can get home with 3, or they can blitz guys from all over the field.
Lofts one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's the punt, and whether it goes 3 yards or 93 yards, just don't let that return guy get it again. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Got his man on the right. At the 45 on his way. Open field on the right. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another score, and now that record oh so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, I believe someone calls it the Conference of Champions. Pac-12 action today. USC is on the wrong end of a steel-toed boot today. This is one of those performances we simply don't see from the men of Troy. Embarrassing. They're trailing by 24 to Iowa. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Back to pass. It's Leach. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this. And
he's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit.
Number 10, on to kick it away.
Makes a nice grab at the 25. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They'll They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Pocket breaking down. Serious arm strength on that third down pass, but it's incomplete. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Firing to the right, complete. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short? Fourth down. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied and the timeout is gone. Back to throw, it's Leach. Plucks it out of the air. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Green Wave trying to move the chains on third and short. Looking to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Tulane 13.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Here's the handoff. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll try the run. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go.
Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, TCU.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down.
Let's go.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, look what we have here, guys. After all the early season doubts, these guys have put together a winning streak.
They sure have. And man, they're just believing in themselves right now. This is a completely different looking team than what we saw early in the year. They're playing with so much more confidence. And David, when you start making plays, you start stringing W's together, that's obviously what happens.
Everybody gets energized. Everybody starts to contribute. Young guys start to grow up. Coaches start to believe in them. Everything starts to turn around and swing the other way. They got it all going in the right direction.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.